that this nation, it's time that we promote our local farmers. Kenya is a fertile country where we can get proper agricultural produce and we can market them abroad. Instead of importing, we should be exporting. Hello.
Yes, Babu, I can clearly hear you, but as you're saying that members of parliament should not be accomplices with these barons, are you trying to say that there are some members of parliament who are working with some of these cartels?
Actually, Brenda, you saw what happened. We can't deny that. There's some claims, and I was personally present on the floor of the House during the sugar report. I was failed by my fellow MPs because of allegations of them receiving as low as 10,000, 30,000, and the mood in the House was smelling of sugar. It was too noisy and smelly of sugar. It forced me to come out because my conscience could not allow me to stand and be part of the betrayers who are betraying the Kenyan citizens. These people entrusted us with their votes. They knew that we will deliver for them the promises that we made. In the House of the Parliament is the least place where corruption should be expected. We as members of Parliament, we need to protect our Kenyan citizens.
Honorable Babu, is the blame squarely on Kenya because now it is emerging that the rice is from Pakistan? Who should take the blame at the end of the day?
But you see, when you are making importation of a product, of any farm produce or anything that you are selling, you need to know when the packaging is done, the expiry date. You need to know all these things. By the time it reaches Kenya, we should not be having such drama. So the blame should be on Kenyans who are doing the importation and also on the countries where we are getting these products from.
So is Kenya...
Why would we bring poisonous food substance to Kenyans to consume?
So, Honorable Babu, is Kenya becoming a dumping place for contraband goods? Because initially we had sugar, and next again we have rice, and we also have cooking oil. So is Kenya becoming a dumping place for contraband goods?
Clearly, because some of our leaders allow this, and also the agencies who like the KEBS and other agencies who are allowed to be checking these products before they enter into the country should tighten their security.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yes, I am getting you, Honorable Babu. And just before we bring this conversation to an end, you know, one question is still remains in the minds of Kenyans is do you think Parliament should launch a probe into the issue, owing to the fact that the sugar probe didn't really go well with some members of Parliament and Kenyans at large?
Well, this is another opportunity for members of Parliament to protect the interest, the inherent and inalienable interests and rights of the Kenyan citizens. We should not just take cheap money at the expense of the people's lives. This is an opportunity where the MPs should stamp the authority, and they should be known to be people who are protecting the interests of the Kenyan citizens. And I believe I will be the first person I will stand ahead to protect and fight for the Kenyan citizens. This rice one will not go through. Even the sugar one, there should be a ad hoc committee which should be formed to deal with the probe again. And probably it should also be brought on the floor of the Parliament because our farmers are being denied their rights to do what they should do to make this farm produce. At least let us promote our local production. Let us manufacture these things locally and let us be the people to export. Let there be no importation in this nation. I believe that when we produce these goods, because it's not a matter of importing sugar in Kenya. We have farms way from, when you look at the central Kenya, the western Kenya, we have so many farms which can produce sugarcane, which can be processed into the refined product, which is sugar.
Okay.
And, this can create more employment opportunities.
Okay.
Same to rice.
Even as we look forward to, Parliament launching a probe over this matter, Babu, do you think there is need for an overhaul at the port of Mombasa? And if an overhaul is done, will it bring to an end the sort of corruption that Kenyans are seeing at the port of Mombasa?
I think it's about leadership too, and Kenyans have now agreed that these impunities should be fought with the contempt it deserves. And I believe that every Kenyan citizen are into terms now that we should fight corruption, we should fight impunity, and people are agreeing that indeed if there is a weakness anywhere in any office, then a replacement should be made. If somebody is strong in that specific office, then that person should not be replaced, but should just proceed serving the interests of the Kenyan citizens.
Okay, from your own thinking, as we bring this conversation to an end, who do you think are some of these cartels who want to sell Kenyans expired expired rice? And of course, might you be having an idea of some of the people, the officials at the port who are working with these cartels?
I don't know these cartels in person, but definitely every business has their own cartels. You see the sugar one, there were cartels of the sugar who are importing sugar. Now we have the cartels of the rice. We probably also have cartels involved in salt importation. Actually, Kenya has become an importing country where even toothpaste is imported in this nation, and we have products. Our products are taken from Kenya. The same products are used to make what we consume in Kenya, like the toothpaste. We ought to have even made such a thing in Kenya. And I believe these cartels, as leaders, we should not be in bed with these cartels. We should fight these cartels so that we ensure that the people who elected us get the services that they deserve.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Babu Owino, who has been speaking to us via a phone call from Kisumu County. In Kisumu County, thank you so much for giving us your thoughts concerning the contraband rice that has actually been impounded at the port of Mombasa. That is a story that we continue to keep a keen eye on, and of course we shall continue bringing you the latest updates as and when we get them. Now, away from that, and a section of youth allied to the Kenya African National Union, that is KANU, have outlined the strategy to include young people in all consultative process in the build-up to the 2022 elections. They were speaking in a consultative forum with counterparts from Norway.
We want to talk as leaders. People have remained in the ideology saying KANU is dead. We are telling them today we are alive and kicking. Yes. And this party is determined in our elections of 2022. We are planning, and our plan must sail. 2, we want to tell the rest of the nation that we are supporting the President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta in his Big 4 agenda, especially on the issues of corruption and lifestyle audit. These are some of the things which have dragged this nation behind.
Kwa leo tumepatana na viongozi ambao walichaguliwa kwa chama ya KANU kujua venye tunaweza shikana mkono tuweze kumultiply ile namba ya MCAs tulikuwa nayo kwa ground. So tuna make sure tuko na foot soldiers wa kutosha, na pia tumeanza kukuwa na county representatives. Kwa kila county tuko na viongozi wa vijana. Kiambu County tuko na structures kutoka kwa constituency mpaka kwa county level, na tunataka kureplicate hiyo kwa kila county to make sure that Mheshimiwa Gideon Moi ako na foot soldiers wa kutosha, na sio tu foot soldiers. Nataka ku make sure vijana tuko kwa elective positions kupush Mheshimiwa Gideon Moi. Kwa hivyo asikuwe na wasiwasi. Ukiangalia nyuma, hizi sura ni za vijana, si ndio? Na tuko tayari kufanya kazi usiku na mchana kuhakikisha ameingia kwa